Hello, my name's Sam and you're watching my channel So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and today I thought I'd do a little cheeky Friday sews. So today's Thursday and I thought I'd do a Friday sews that is brought to us by the lovely Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. So thank you very much. And if you haven't gone and checked out any hashtag Friday sews videos, I suggest you do, because I have found so many lovely vlogging friends from following that hashtag. So that's why I quite like doing a Friday sews, because I feel like I'm definitely part of a community. It's Thursday. I've had a day off work. I've had quite a busy day actually. It's about 5:30. Simon will be home from work soon, and my daughter's coming over, excuse me, we'll have something to eat, and then it's quiz night, which is great. So but I just thought I'd pop on and let you know I've got a little fabric haul, not a big fabric haul, a little fabric haul, and then some plans for next week, because I've got some quite exciting things going on. Now, I've kind of made the decision not to do an April plans video this month because I've got lots of different things going on. I've got some collaborations and I've got some, you'll find out what's going on next week. I've got some other kind of lifey plans. So I thought I'd just incorporate my April plans within my other vlogs because yeah, I tend to make quite a lot in a month, and this month I want to kind of slow myself down a bit, so I don't want to do too many things. So we'll see if I manage to do that or not. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, so I'll start with the fabric, shall I? So as some of you know, I work in a little sewing school slash fabric shop in Leamington Spa called Carolyn Rose, and we have recently had a restock of some lovely spring summer fabrics, so I had to get my mitts on some. I have been very good. I've been absolutely desperate to take some of them home, but I thought no, I'm not going to take them home until I've got plans on what I want to do with them, and I know exactly how much I need. And yeah, so I've been a very good girl. Kinda. So the first one is this one, which I think is probably one of my favourites, and it's called Midnight Blooms, and it's a viscose, but I've all of the fabrics have been washed. I wash them as soon as they come in my house, and it's actually a really nice, it may even be a viscose twill. It's a really gorgeous kind of weight to sew with. I'm really looking forward. So it's not, you know, like with some viscoses, they can be a little bit flighty, if you know what I mean, but this is not, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I've got 2 meters of this, and I've decided that I am going to make myself another fringe dress because I love the fringe dress. A couple of people commented on my last video to ask if I made any changes to it, and I didn't make any changes to it. I think it just looks different on different people. I did do the version with the little sleeve hooky things, tabs that you put on, and in some of my pictures I'm wearing the sleeve tabs, and some of them I'm not, because I actually like it with the sleeves down sometimes. I did add ties, but that is part of the pattern to add ties to it. But one thing I did change actually, I didn't add the ties where they tell you to. I added them in the side seams, just because that's where I thought they would be better. But yeah, so the answer to your question is no, I've just made it as it was made. Next time I make it though, I am going to make a few changes. I'm not going to have the severe dipped hem. I think I'm going to straighten it off a bit. But yeah, but those of you that asked, no, I didn't change it very much at all, other than my normal I did have to do a few adjustments to allow for my bust. So I did have to take the darts out of the back. But that was just a size adjustment rather. I didn't change the pattern in any way. So yeah, so this one is definitely going to be another fringe dress because, well, why not? And I think if I do change the pattern a bit, I may make it a little bit longer so I can wear it for work. But yeah, so on the pictures actually on Carolyn Rose on the website, these flowers come out quite white, and they are actually like a, you know, they're an off blue white, if you know what I mean. But they are just dreamy, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a really easy to wear fabric as well. So yeah, I got me some of that. That's been washed, so that's going to go. It might not be a fringe dress in April because I have got a lot of things to do, but it's definitely going to be a fringe dress very soon because I absolutely adore it. Now the second fabric that I got is a gorgeous cotton lawn, and it's just absolutely dreamy. It's like this watercolour flower effect. You might think a little bit Liberty maybe. But what I love about this is it's got all of the blues that I love, but it's got that little pop of orange in it. Don't know whether you can see it, but yeah, it's just got that little pop of orange. And I was thinking if I make a blouse and then perhaps put a little poppy orange button on it, I think it'll look really cool. Yeah, so or I could stick with a white button as well, so you know, a flower. So yeah, so this, I got 1.5 meters of this one, and it's definitely going to be a blouse of some description. I'm thinking maybe the patina blouse, because I have a patina blouse, I wear it all the time, and I could probably do with another one. But yeah, but I'm going to be watching all of the hashtag So Opal blouse videos and see if I can get some inspiration, because yeah, I don't really have that many blouses, so maybe I can get some nice inspiration for some new blouses. Now the other fabric that I got from Carolyn Rose, you can see behind me, is actually already cut out. And the pattern that I've cut out is the McCall's pattern. Where have I got it? I never remember numbers, I really apologise. So it's the M8256. It's this one. And it's the McCall's, and I am doing view C. I'm going to be doing this one with the kind of flutter sleeves, because I think that this fabric is so gorgeous and so floaty that it needs, you know, something kind of nice and fluttery on it. I just love the colours. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer to the camera so you can see it, because it's not really doing it justice. But look at that, absolutely love it. So it's all cut out, and that will go in a project bag and come with me next week, where I'm going, which I'll tell you all about later. So yeah, so that's the other fabric. And then the last one that I got from Carolyn Rose is this, and I just love this because it just screams kind of 70s Biba kind of I love this print, and I love the colours. I love the blacks and the greens, and I mean, it's got pink in it. Look at me with the pink. But I think as with all of the other colours, it's just, yeah, really lovely. So I think I've got just over 1.5 meters of this one. And I was thinking what I might do with this one is I'm toying between doing a Tilly and the Buttons Stevie dress for the summer, because I really like those in the summer for work, because I can just stick a pair of leggings on underneath and I'm all done. Unless I think of something else. But yeah, so that's my ideas for those. But as I said, they will go in my stash for a little bit, and I will be thinking really carefully about, but they are just so beautiful. And if you do fancy going on to the website and checking out the fabrics, I'll put the details down below, because we have got some lovely, lovely fabrics in at the moment. So yeah, that's cool. So my plans for next week. So as I kind of alluded, I wasn't spending Easter with my family because we're going away. So my mum turned 70 this year. And as those of you that know, that watch me regularly, my stepfather sadly passed away in last year. So, and it would have been his 80th birthday this month. So we have decided to all get together as a family and just spend the time together. So we have booked a holiday house in Bournemouth. Oh, I'm sorry. In Bournemouth, so we can all be together, and yeah, and we're just going to have a lovely family week. The house is right near the beach, and I'm just really looking forward to it. So unfortunately, my daughter can't join us because she's a teacher and she's got to go back to work. And Simon can't do the whole week, but he's going to come up for some of it. So I will have, obviously I'm going to have a lovely time with my mum, my sister and my nephews, and but I will have a little bit of time, kind of downtime. So I've decided to take my sewing machine, because why not? So the main project that I want to do while I'm there, which I'm going to do a separate video for, is a lovely collaboration that I'm doing with the gorgeous Claire from Love's Red Sews. And so we both bought the same fabric at the Stitch Festival, had a little chat about it, thought, yeah, let's do a collab. So I am going to be taking that project with me, and that's the main one that I want to do. And while I'm there, I'm hopefully going to film that vlog for you, hopefully start to finish. So that'll be very exciting. And then I'm going to take a couple of the other projects as well. I'm going to take this one if I don't get it finished before we go, because I have got to work tomorrow. And then we've got a birthday party to go to tomorrow night. All that Simon. And then Saturday I've got quite a busy day. So I'm not quite sure. And then we're going on Sunday. So I'm not quite sure how much time I'm going to get to do sewing. So that will be one that I take with me as well. And then another project that I've got cut out ready to go is this one, which is the Sew Over It Libby shirt, and it's all cut out in this gorgeous fabric that I got from Liberties when I went with Catherine over to Makery, and we had our little Liberty Day out together, which was fabulous. And I've been wanting to sew this fabric up for ages, but I've just not found the right pattern for it. And I know that Catherine is a lover of the Libby shirt, and the Libby shirt for me is basically the Donny shirt with buttons, so I'm feeling that I can't go wrong with that. And yeah, so I'm going to hopefully make that up. The only decision that I need to make is I need buttons for this one, and I've been in my little button boxes, and I have got these gorgeous little white stars, which I think, would be perfect. But I've also got these really nice, and it's going to be quite difficult to see, but these really nice kinds of shades of blue buttons, and I think they go really, really well. In fact, they almost like disappear. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure whether to go for the shades of blue or whether to go out there. It's me and have a starry button. So I'm going to take both of those choices with me, and I might get my nephews involved and get them to choose which shirt's going to go on Auntie Sam's, which button's going to go on Auntie Sam's blouse. So yeah, so I'm going to be making the Libby shirt. And I did have a big natter with my sewing buddies the other night about whether the Libby shirt constitutes a blouse, and the common consensus was yes, it does, because it is, yeah, it's definitely a blousey. It's a blousey shirt. So yeah. And then one more thing that I'd quite like to sew up, and I would really, if I can possibly get this sewn up before I go, is a Stella hoodie. So, bit of a long story, this one. I did want to make the Jackson pullover with the hood extension, but I try as I might, tried to print out the hood extension, and I just couldn't get it to print out at the right size. And I tried everything, and I'm normally pretty good at those kinds of things, and everything that I tried, you know, it just didn't want to work, didn't want to play ball. So I've sent it off, the copy shop copy, I've sent it off to be printed, but that's going to be too late for me to do. Oh, hello. Do you want to come and say hello, Simon?
Hello. Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you.
That's all right. So yeah, I wanted to do the Jackson pullover, but with the problems with the printing, I'm not prepared to wait for it to come back. Because I'm going to go on Sunday. So I've gone for the Stella hoodie instead, because I've got that pattern and I've got it all cut out. I cut this out at the virtual sewing room last night, which was just lovely. And yeah, as you can see, it's very neat. I've got a little label on there that says front, because that's the front piece. But yeah, I've got it all cut out. I did realise that I needed to have some lining for the hood, so I've gone for this, and I think it actually goes quite nicely. So, and yeah, if you put them, if you have them both together, you can see they go really nicely. So yeah, so hopefully I won't be putting the drawstring in the hood, because I don't like drawstrings in hoods. I don't think they're safe. I don't like them. So there won't be a drawstring in the hood. But I'm pretty sure, looking at the pattern, because I had my mind set on the Jackson, I kind of had it in my head what it was going to look like. And I think the Stella, from memory, doesn't have an elasticated band, doesn't have a ribbing band at the bottom, but I have got plenty of ribbon, so I may pop that on. I might change that around a bit and just, but I might not. Might just try the Stella as it is and see how we go. So I've not made the Stella. I've made the Stella joggers before, but I've not made the Stella hoodie before. So I'm quite looking forward to giving that a go. And then one last thing that if I have time to cut out and take with me, I might. I mean, I'm not going to have time to sew all of these while I'm there, but I'd rather take too much than not enough, and just make sure that I've got something to do to keep me busy and out of trouble. And one thing that I've been wanting to make for ages is the Sagaro set, but not the top. You won't be surprised that I don't fancy a crop top, but I do really want to make the pants, because loads of my friends have made them and they really rave about the trousers, so I want to give them a go. And I've got this lovely denim. I've got this lovely dark blue linen, which I think will be perfect for them. And I need a pair of kind of linen summer trousers. And yeah, so I'm going to give those a go. So that's my plans. As I said, I'm not going to get all of that done, but I will hopefully get some of it done. So that's what my plans are for the next week. So take care. Don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.